Once upon a time, there was a wizard named Rodrigo, and he cast a terrible spell.
Not that kind of story.
That's what I'm writing, Beth. Rodrigo and his dastardly deeds of depravity. In this chapter, he finds a beautiful, scantily clad, screaming maiden on top of an enormous worm.
A real one.
Those are boring. Once upon a time, there was a little girl who was being a pet, and her name was Beth. And this little girl had a monster of a sister.
Joe!
That's right, his name was Joe.
And Beth liked her monster very much.
And there were two other sisters in there somewhere, and a mother and a father, and they lived in a small house in the shadows of a big city, and outside that city was an even bigger country.
And that country went to war?
To war with itself. And even though the father went to fight,
That was hard.
even if the world had split apart, that little girl and her monster, together, they were whole.
What happened when they grew up?
In this story, they never grow up. They stay the same, and it lasts forever.
Nothing is forever. Tell it again.
I don't want to, Joe. But I don't want to, May.
You're too young to turn your hair on.
Miss Amy, you're not wearing nothing but braid. You're too little.
I'm not little, Hannah. I'm practically a full-grown woman. More of a woman than Joe, anyways. Well,
Your hands clean at least.
think again.
I was busy writing my play. I must chase my inspiration in the morning, for Aunt March breaks my spirit.
You gotta do something about this.
Where's Marmy, Hannah?
Some creature came begging in. Your mom went off to see what was needed.
Josephine is so childish, Meg. It is most aggravating.
Aggregating. That's a new one.
It's aggravating.
Aggregating.
So what, Josephine? A lady should seek to improve her vocabulary.
Vocabulary.
Stop writing them down.
Someday, I shall publish the collection.
Won't.
Will.
Won't, Josephine.
Will.
Won't, Josephine.
Adults! Eat! Soldiers are starving in the field.
I have no appetite.
Poor Joe. It must be hard to eat on lunch all day.
Torture. But come the new year, she's taking me to... Yeah!
I'd 1,000 times rather sit with Aunt March than be the Mingott's governess. With Mrs. Mingott of the Manhattan Mingotts always talking down to me. Poor May.
At least neither of you have to go to school. The days are quite intermittent.
Intermittable.
Poor Amy.
Girls laugh at my braids and sniff because we're poor and label Papa for being an abolitionist.
Libel. Labels are for pickle bottles.
We all got through school, Amy, and Joe survived it too.
Not that. Why does she get this thing?
Because I'm stupid.
Beth had nervous episodes.
I'm nervous. Amy, hush. Why does she get one thing and me another?
Different people need different things.
And I'm afraid you have to go to school. No, it's a terrible case of a moron.
Joe.
I don't know that it's curable.
You're the moron, you stupid, inky, stupid old Josephine, stupid. When I grow up, I'm gonna run away with the prince. That's all. That is all. And I don't need school for that, and I shall never have to dirty my hands with work.
My hands are inky because I'm going to be a great writer and make my mark upon the world. And then, shall I invent all the dresses you want to hear? Spelling primer. And then, what can I get for you? A whole hot house of flowers.
All I want is the family I have, you bad Joe.
How are you going to become a famous writer? You're nothing but a penniless girl with a pasted-on mustache and a bad temper. Really, Josephine, you're absolutely delusional.
Delusion.
You'll see. In a couple weeks, I'm going to Europe, and there, I'll find a way to make my fortune.
Oh, Europe. Nobody cares.
You're just jealous.
Jealous?
You'll see. In Europe, I'll become Dickens and Shakespeare and Thackeray all in one. Oh!
Hello, girl.
Marmy!
Mustachios. Joe, it's early for the theater.
Where were you?
You know that immigrant woman with the baby, Mrs. Hummel? Her little boy came begging. I went with him and found Mrs. Hummel terribly ill, with her children crying from hunger and conditions. Well, I tried to help.
Oh, Marmy.
I've been thinking, girls. Christmas is almost here, but it's a hard winter for many with the war. Perhaps we shouldn't spend for pleasure. With Father away, we can't do much, but we can make some sacrifices. We each can play our part.
No Christmas?
We'll be together, and we'll have Joe's theatrical. But perhaps no presents. You are becoming adults. That means learning what you need and what you don't. It is only a proposal.
Christmas without any presents?
Oh, Marty, it does seem so...
Sad. The war has to take everything.
It's so hard, Marty.
Beth, too. She does so much at home.
And me at school.
Perhaps no presents, Marty. But we each have $1. Perhaps we could just spend it on ourselves.
Can't we just buy what we really want?
And what we really need.
All right, girls, I surrender.
I'm going to buy something with my dollar, Marty. A real treat.
I have them now.
Ghettos, it's potato o'clock. And Miss Joe.
What?
Joe, you know you can.
You need help, you know.
It's a very nice dress.
Stupid Joe, it's very nice.
I
Come
don't
on.
think so.
Amy, I think it looks nice. Joe, no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. It's really nice. Present.
Marches, march.
Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on.
Meg, do you have a dime?
Potato.
A dime for limes, Meg. I am dreadfully indebted.
Potato, Amy. It's hot. That's the point.
I owe a dozen pickled limes to other girls at school. One girl lets another. She gives her a lime, and I was becoming a piranha.
Pariah.
Joe,
Why don't you just spend your Christmas dollar on limes?
I'll be using my Christmas dollar to buy myself a Muppet Josephine, so I never have to carry around a dirty hot potato again. Besides, that money's to buy something for ourselves, not for others.
I know we ought to give up presents gladly, but I'm just not that good.
We ought to do many things.
We ought to be grateful. After all, we have Father and Marty and each other.
Well, we haven't got Father. We won't for a long time. Perhaps never.
Don't say that.
And my daughter can't bring him back now, can it? So I'm buying myself a Muppet.
Amy.
What's that?
Hannah said Mr. Lawrence's grandson moved in next door. His parents died.
He sure can play.
It's sad.
An orphan growing up all alone in that big house? You'd be sad too.
He has a tutor, Hannah said, and his grandfather.
You can be lonely in a crowd if it's not the right crowd.
Don't, Joe. It's so boyish. Meg, my dime, Meg, my dime. Limes, limes,
Potato!
limes, limes.
You never would have given me a dime in our school days.
Don't be jealous.
Me? Jealous of Amy.
Time for work, Josephine.
Joe?
Limes, limes, and limes, and limes, 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 and limes, and limes, and limes.
Oh, hello. You all right? Hey, miss, you all right?
Leave me alone. Leave me alone to die in the snow.
Mom, what's the matter?
I can't say. It's too shameful.
Well, sure. A damsel in distress should between an air of mystery. You're one of the March girls, aren't you? I've been watching. I mean, seeing you all. I'm Theodore Lawrence, but my friend's call me Lori.
Lori Lawrence? That's terrible. Why not Theodore?
It's just not who I am. Don't you want to go indoors?
Nobody understands in there.
Truly? You all seem so happy together. I mean, when I happen to see you.
They tease and they scold me and they say that I'm spoiled. No, nobody tries to understand me anywhere.
I'm trying.
Well, I owed a dozen pickled limes to other girls at school, you see.
Of course.
But if one girl likes another, she gives her a lime, and I was becoming a piranha.
Naturally.
And Mr. Smith caught me passing
Theodore, you have Latin.
Yes? Can I help you?
I found a damsel in distress upon your snowbank.
Amy, what are you doing here?
Christopher Columbus, why aren't you in school?
Please excuse us, mister.
I want to talk to Marty.
Mister.
I want to talk to Marty!
Please excuse us.
Brooks. John Brooks.
She may need this.
She's the damsel in distress. You must be the knight in shining armor.
Theodore, Latin. Latin!
There's enough violence in this country without men hitting little girls.
I am not a little girl.
And take leave from school for now, Amy.
Huzzah!
And be tutored at home by me instead. Oh, and no lying to my classroom.
Let's wash your face.
It's not fair. We all had to endure school. Why shouldn't she?
You like school.
I got to stay home, Joe.
Yes, Beth, but you're my conscience, is what you are. And Amy is terribly spoiled. What kind of lesson will she learn?
Take Beth's flowers, will you?
Marmee, please, no analogies.
Here's a violet. How do we care for it, Beth?
They like things calm, not too hot or cold. They like the shade of the other plants, so we pot them with their rachis.
And here's a rose. What does it need?
You have to put it where the sun is. It's delicate. You have to give it support or it won't die. How? Thorns.
The rose would wilt if you gave it the care of another flower. And the violet, too. One isn't better than the other. They just need different things to grow.
So if Beth is a violet and Amy a rose, what is Meg?
A daisy. She bloomed before all the others.
And I am moss, dirt, a rock.
You are whatever you are supposed to be. Look at them. Aren't they beautiful together?
The wound is salved, but Mr. Lawrence is hanky, no less. His name is Laurie.
Laurie Lawrence. That's terrible.
I want to hear all about him and about the rest of your day, so wash up for dinner.
Speaking of my day, Joe, the Mingotts invited us to their dance this week.
Oh, no.
I know, Lily.
No, Meg, I work all the time. And I want
I work all the time, and I want to have an evening out, and you know I can't go and chaperone, and we're growing up now, and that means we must appear in society. Please, I want it. I need it so much, please.
but I'm the rock. What?
Why are you holding your pop like that?
You're ripping the seed.
Can't you hold your gloves over it?
Spill lemonade on them.
Joe, just stand against the wall so nobody sees you. But don't put your hands behind you, or say Christopher Columbus, or stare, or bounce, or breathe.
Wait! Tell you what, you see me doing anything wrong, give me a poke.
Poking isn't ladylike. Look at the cough, like this.
Really? can't see without your glasses.
I can sew.
How many fingers am I holding up?
Don't be ridiculous.
You're blind. Half naked and blind.
Don't talk to me like I'm Amy Josephine. I am your elder. And what's more, I am acting like a lady. Miss March, look, Cinderella, I've conjured up a wobbly old prince.
It's Mr. Brooks, Meg, Lawrence Boy's tutor.
As Miss March is our governess, you two should have plenty to talk about. Lesson plans and trigonometry and chalk. I insist that you fearsome scholars take a turn about the room now. What? And Miss Josephine. I'll dig up some creature for you somehow, some way. Stay right there. Stay!
Oh, please excuse me.
No, stay. I'll go.
If I disturbed you, I'm sorry.
I only ducked in here to dinner.
Escape?
A fellow refugee then.
Don't go away. Unless you'd rather.
I think I've had the pleasure of seeing you before, madame.
I believe you live next door. Mr. Rock.
Funny how Stiflin gets in these situations. Drag me to a social and I'm a cat on a leash.
Dead cat on a leash.
How's your little sister, Miss March?
She's fine, Mr. Lawrence, and I'm not. Miss March? I'm Joe.
I know Mr. Lawrence. I'm Lori.
Lori Lawrence. That's terrific.
My real name is Theodore, but the boys called me Dora, so I thrashed them into saying Lori instead.
Really?
No, I've never thrashed anybody yet.
Tell you a secret? I hate Josephine too. Just it.
Thanks awfully. These guns hurt like the devil.
All these boots are dainty little torches. But as Aunt March says, let us be elegant or die.
Who's not March?
I'm a businessman, lady. And I wait on my great aunt for wages, and she's a nasty old cat. But come the New Year, she's taking me to Europe. Won't let me go until I can save up for my room board. And I finally have enough money to go. And who knows, but I can go to Europe.
I know something about doing the bidding of cross old people.
You were.
Now I get tutored. My grandfather has great plans for me and bought me out of the trap. I am someday to be a tedious type of industry, so I must grind away during college, where I will learn how to do what I don't wish to do in order that I may do more of what I don't like in the future.
Lucky.
What?
Lucky to go to college. How can you complain of that? I'm sorry, I'm so awkward. I was talked too openly. If Meg were here, she'd cough herself into a fit for me being boyish.
No, I like it.
Not very good at being a, a lady.
I'm not very good at being a gentleman. So perhaps we should be ourselves.
Do you mind if I take these boots off? They're killing me.
Oh, amazing. Oh.
Grant and Mark Columbus, look at them side by side.
I'd rather be a colored boy.
You wouldn't.
Then I wouldn't have to do all the things that men are supposed to do. Waste my life in billiards and business, march off the board because I'm feeling as grand. If I were a lady, I'd compose on the piano all day and nobody would bother me.
Oh, nobody would bother you except to tell you to wash the dishes or tend to the children or catch a man before you can obey. If well, your grandmother has plans for you. I want to be a great writer, famous actor, or soldier alongside my father, but I am scarcely let out of the house without being told what a disgrace I am. If I were a man, people would care more about what I could do than what I should do, and I'd be thought a tremendous success instead of a big, ugly stone and flower.
Not ugly at all. I mean, I like your gloves. They're spandy.
Spandy!
What's that?
My notebook. I carry it with me to write out great words for my new novel one day. Spandy! An outfit is made by gloves, that's what Harvey says.
Marmy?
We say instead of mother. You must think that child.
not at all, your Marmee. I watch you sometimes, in your father. That is sometimes, when you forget to draw the curtain, I can see you all together. I haven't got another. I mean, you know.
That book is gay, isn't it?
Do you like to dance?
Oh, yes, I mean, no. I'm bound to break something or step on somebody's toes or step on something or break somebody's toes.
I'm part of it.
Oh, I'm such an awkward old fellow, honestly.
Come on, Joe. What are you, afraid?
You should be afraid, Lori.
No, you leave.
Oh, Meg!
First, maybe.
Theodore, where are your shoes?
Joe, I can't see anything. There was a blur, and then pop went my ankle.
I have your glasses. Do you want them?
Was the gentleman looking?
Can you walk home?
And we can't afford a carriage. Miss Marsh, I can't bear a damsel in distress. Please, you must take our coach. A bully, I'll just bring our man around. Give the minutes of regret stream.
Bonnie!
Appropriate manner!
Miss March, I must have given you a wrong turn in the dance. It's my life.
No. I got myself into this. I was just being childish and silly and too vain about my looks, and now everybody's evening is ruined.
Nobody's evening was ruined,
Pardon me.
and I don't think you could ever be too vain about your looks.
Cinderella! Your carriage on wheel!
Miss Josephine! Miss Josephine, look, I dug somebody up for
Oh, my fair Lucilla, you shall yet be my bride. My spells will hold and bind you captive at my side.
Oh, sad my heart, oh, mad my part, oh, what end of a maiden's art. Joe, I have some questions about this rhyme scene.
Keep going.
I loved you once, Rodrigo, but those days are no more. I can't go back to being who I was before. All things change, Rodrigo, whatever spell you say. You can't turn me to stone, and you can't make me stay.
I can make whatever thing that I wish come true. I'm all powerful. I'll show the world, show you. I'll take you back in time. Turn back that clock. Back to those better days, time itself. I mock. I won't accept this change. Not now and not ever. I'll make you stay the same. And I'll make it last forever. Ha 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 ha! Ha ha!
Lucilla screams through me.
Ha!
Oh, sweet Rubella!
Lucella!
This beard keeps falling off.
Lucilla screams thrillingly.
Oh, sweet Lucilla! Why?
It is I, Ray Valentino, a wandering knight of some renown, sword her deadly
Deliverance!
Line, sword to her.
Stop. This
Speed
is
to the breast of my manly soul.
Stop working.
Of course it's not working. You won't let me get any of my lines out.
The problem here is Amy is not a convincing gentleman, and if it's not realistic, why should we care?
This is a play about a wizard.
But without any truth, it is dry and shapeless. What am I supposed to do? She can't learn her lines. That's on me. I don't think so. Right? If it's not believable, what's the point?
Perhaps I could play Lucilla, and Amy, perhaps I could play the gentleman and Amy Lucilla.
Oh, Amy is too young.
Dismissed.
You can't help who you are, dear, but I shall give you a non-speaking role. Fairy, a servant.
A servant?
A women creature.
You can't dismiss me because I quit. This role is stupid and this play is stupider, and it's for Christmas, but it doesn't have anything to do with that. No nativities or Saint Nick's or anything.
Seasonal pageants are boring. I am trying to do something original.
And you just be positively automatic. Autocratic.
No small roles, Amy, only smaller!
Joe, this is supposed to be fun. Maybe it's hard for Amy because she's pretending to be someone so different from herself. Maybe if this play were about real stories, about girls like us.
No, those stories are even more boring than seasonal pageants. Play is perfect. I just need to rethink casting.
You don't mean to put Beth in.
No. I can't abide seeing a body stuffed in the wrong role. I shall simply spirit up an errant knight, a wandering gentleman, somewhere, somehow.
Mr. Lawrence.
The brave Valentino! On guard!
Joe, can I speak to you a moment?
Oh, Valentino, the diva wishes inside.
Don't want boys here, Joe. He'll make fun of us.
Rory isn't like that, Meg. And we become such friends over the past week, and he knows loads about mustachios and sword fights and wonderful man things that I, for one, wish to know.
This is a ladies' club.
A few of these keys are broken, aren't they? I tinker around with my own piano a bit. Perhaps I could fix them?
See, gentle as any girl, and he's lonely in that big house with no one to talk to but his mean old grandfather and that stuffy Tudor Brooks.
He isn't stuffy.
Please, Meg, I want it. I need it so much. Please.
Mr. Brooks, Mr. Lawrence, welcome to our company.
Let's start up the victory march! On guard!
You must allow me to be down here. I finally got this ticket. Oh my God.
The damsel!
Play!
Ladies.
On guard!
Ladies! A gentleman's control. Grandfather!
Theodore, Brooks has been telling me you've been neglecting your studies.
I was just...
You have no time for these games. Come,
Grandfather!
you have a part to play, Theodore, and not amongst the women.
No! Joe, you can't keep him locked away like an ogre. He's a growing boy who needs company and amusement and sunlight in which to bloom.
Oh my God, what are you saying?
Theodore is not some damsel in distress. He does not need your saving.
He's a gentleman in distress, and without him, our play is a disaster. Please. Christopher Columbus!
Joe, you shouldn't have interfered.
I can't abide seeing a body stuffed in the wrong role.
Oh, I don't know, Miss Meg. It's good to make friends with that boy. You may take a shine to one of you.
Hannah!
It's all that abominable Brooks' fault for tattling.
He isn't abominable.
What?
You're abominable!
What? Actresses! Thank goodness, I should be playing myself. One-man show, Beth. One-man show.
Where are you?
Why are you so dressed up? He's gone.
This is all your fault, Josephine. You ruined my day and Meg's day and Christmas.
Enter. Madame.
Mr. Lawrence,
I can't hear you, madame.
Mr. Lawrence,
Speak up.
Mr. Lawrence, I came to ask you if you will please let your grandson do our theatrical.
Why do you girls all think you don't need saving? Am I, as your sister said, an ogre?
No, sir. Lonely.
Me?
Lori, sir. He was kind about my piano and looked so happy when Meg said he might join our company. And if not, our play is a disaster, said Joe. And Amy said our Christmas is ruined.
What is your name?
Beth.
You must think me the villain from Mr. Dickens' book, Beth Hart, Ruined Christmas.
I think people don't always see exactly what they do, sir.
I imagine you see. I had a little girl once, with eyes like yours. You like that piano? It belonged to her, Theodore's mother.
What happened to her?
She grew up. Run back to your mother.
Oh, sad my heart. Oh, mad my heart.
Other way. Oh, sad my heart. Oh, mad my heart.
No notes, Joe. You're lucky we came back at all.
Yes, no notes, Josephine, you promised.
Oh, sad my heart. Oh, mad my heart.
Oh, what's the end of a maiden's art?
Lori! The brave Valentino!
Foul, Rodrigo. What are you doing here? It's a holiday miracle, Lucella. May I rejoin your company?
No.
Meg.
No, Lori, not if it's that's your grandfather.
It's blessed by the old man himself. He had a visitation of the conscience.
Beth? She couldn't have. She's Beth. What can I ever do for her? Anything. Christmas. What does she want for Christmas? What is she buying herself with her dollar?
She's buying something for Marmy.
I never felt like such a selfish child. I'll do the same. I'll buy Marmy something with my dollar instead of something for myself.
Me too.
All right, I will too.
That's all that Beth wants, I'm sure.
We can do better than that.
Three, two, one. Merry Christmas!
It's all for you, Marmy.
Army shoes, best to be had.
Handkerchiefs
Beth did embroidery.
and cologne, that's for me.
Girls, how?
We all spent our dollars.
You shouldn't have.
We had a visitation of the conscience.
What about your gift?
We had enough.
You're all growing up so fast.
Look at the flowers, Marmy. We got mistletoe, you see.
Oh, Beth, what is that over there?
What?
Maybe St. Nicholas came.
Yes, it must have been St. Nicholas.
Go and see. Good, strong oak, no broken keys here.
See the pockets? You hold candles. And look, real silk.
Girls, how?
Not us, Marmy.
Read the card.
To the ghost of Christmas past. From Mr. Scrooge? Beth! Quick, fetch her coat, she'll pass her death!
She's running to the Lawrences. She can't handle so much excitement. Oh, she's coming out again.
think she'll never stop.
I wish I never had to.
Your fingers are going to fall off.
Miss March. Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas.
Would you like to dance?
Oh my God.
Now?
There's music.
Christmas music, Brooks.
I'd like to try again.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
No. I mean, yes, let's.
Oh my God.
Andy, hush. You see that?
No, Lori, I went blind for the holidays.
It's romantic. It's disgusting. Do you have such a low opinion on matrimony?
Matrimony. This is one dance. One incredibly awkward dance.
That's how it starts.
Meg is too young to be thinking about marriage.
We all grow up. Eventually.
Stop. How could Meg want that?
Descus dubis non estes poetam.
Descasibus non est disputatum.
Whatever Brooke said, taste is not disputable.
He would lecture in a dead language. Stuffy old frogs.
What do you want, Othello, for Christmas?
Bootlaces.
Be serious, Joe. What do you really want? More than anything, I'll buy it for you.
Genius. Don't you wish you could buy it, Lori?
I wish I could many things. What?
What?
I thought you liked to dance.
Not like that.
We can take off our shoes. I'll dance with you, Lori. Hungry yet, Joe? Lori, look. Look at that. We have to get it right now. Perhaps it's St. Nicholas. Beth, keep playing. Lori!
Is this the March household? It is. Telegram. Merry Christmas.
Marty?
Mrs. March, your husband has been gravely wounded. Come at once. Harewood Hospital, Washington.
But it's Christmas.
We'll get you tickets to Washington, Miss March. Next train out.
I'll run to the station now.
Oh, no, but it's Christmas. You
So
must...
let me give you something, Mom.
Let me go with you, Miss March.
Oh,
A
no.
lady shouldn't be down there unescorted. Let me do my duty.
Joe, I'll need whatever we have in the kitty.
But if we empty the kitty, how will we pay
Maybe,
rent?
I don't know. Joe, I'm going to need all of it. I don't think you can go to Europe, dearest. Not this year. Joe!
But we've been so good and we worked so hard and we gave up the theatrical and now we can't do anything.
I know.
Mr. Brooks, I hope that our father will be better soon, and you
Please, don't cry, Miss March.
may be back about your business quickly. Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, you may cry if you'd like.
It's just my papa.
I would do anything to help you. You do know that, Miss March.
Call me Meg.
Come find me, girls. Where's Joe?
Here I am! And here's to bringing father home.
You haven't done anything rash.
I only sold what was my own.
Joe, you fun beauty.
Well, I was wild thinking of father and how we won't be able to make rent or do anything. And you always say, how the kitties play a part. And I thought we would make a shop and how I always see tails of hair in the window. So I ran across the street and burst into his Christmas, nearly scared his wife half to death, but their son is in the army. So instead, blubbered it all out. She made him give me the price, 25. See? And I never felt a thing, just a huge weight off my shoulders. And I saved a lot for you, Marmy. So you could lay it away as you did when we were children. I bet it's the last girl's luck you'll get from any of us, from me. Marmy, aren't you pleased?
My little women. Marches, march!
Sisters, sisters, will you join us? Sisters, sisters, will you join us? earthquake, Amy. Don't write that down, Josephine. Don't you dare write that down, Josephine! Amy, don't shout. It isn't ladylike. Tell her not to ride.
Tell her not to put on airs.
My head hurts.
Girls, stop yelling! Yelling is not for ladies!
Yes, Hannah!
If you don't clean up that mess, I will give all of your things to the street Irish. I swear I will.
Yes, Hannah! We really ought to pull these decorations down.
I can't, for I'm going to visit the Hummel children. The baby's been sick. You or Meg ought to go with me, so I don't know what to do for her. I can't say that. I have to write some army.
And don't be impertinent, Amy.
Don't be ridiculous, Amy.
And I have to dictate the week's menu to Hannah. For I'm mistress of the house now, you know.
Oh, really, Miss Meg? You ought to learn to cook yourself. Heaven knows you're old enough.
Mistress of the house.
Take the menu, my left foot.
Joe,
I can't today. I have business.
what business? Plans with Lori? I saw him whispering to you yesterday. No reply. Something.
Eavesdropping is very unladylike.
Will you come to the Hummels with me, Amy?
I can't go see the dirty little Hummels, Elizabeth, where I have business. Big, important business.
Hello. Why all the long faces?
Valentino, the walls have ears. Right out.
Oh, Miss Meg, time to get those fine hands dirty.
Amy, I have business.
Joe March. Published author. Huzzah! Huzzah!
One teeny tiny story in one little newspaper, but my first check as a writer, $30 full. Can you believe it?
He ought to have faith more.
He didn't want to give me that. You drove a hard bargain.
This is the first of many.
You really think so?
You'll be the talk of the whole union, of the whole planet.
I do want that, Lori. I wish for that more than anything. I don't want to just write sentimental little lady stories or live a small, well-behaved life. I want to be one of the greats. Shake the world, outlive my time. That must sound so childish.
I want you to get everything, Joe, everything you've ever wanted.
I can't thank you enough, Lori, for having the idea to do this.
I had to make up for you missing out on Europe, didn't I?
Well, with wages like these, I'll get there soon.
We make a good team, pulling together.
A mismatched team. I don't think the publisher believed you were my agent. You ought to have said you were my brother.
Your brother? No. How?
Hello? Beth?
No, baby. Time, Joe. I was holding her and I looked down and I thought maybe I prayed or sang to her, pretended it didn't happen. It wouldn't be true. But I was being childish. I think I can make it better by wishing. Lori, have you had scarlet fever? Joe did before I was born, when I was 7.
Scarlet fever.
The other Hummels have sore throats and my head hurts.
Aha! I've caught you both.
Amy's never had it.
The gig I tell you is up. Amy, you have to go.
What?
Lori,
Please don't send me away. Please, no. I don't want to go.
She'll be better in a day or two, but we'll send for the doctor just in case.
Hannah, should we write to Marmee?
And frighten the poor woman. Don't you dare. Miss Beth will be better when the week is through. Better by next week, I'm sure.
oh, Lori, you're still here.
Of course. Please, let me do something for you, Joe. You know I can't abide a damsel in distress.
Lori, Right!
Took care of all of you since you were babies. Each one of you growing so different than the other. Your stuff was always so delicate.
Hannah, should we write to Marmee?
No, I'll do it myself.
Please don't send me away.
Amy, you're supposed to be at Aunt
I
March's.
ran away. Please don't make me go. Beth isn't infectious anymore.
Amy's too young.
We're all too young for this.
That
We're here, all of us.
Joe, tell me a story.
now,
A real one.
once upon a time, there was a mother and father and 4 girls, and the best of them all, the conscience of the family, was named Beth. No, Beth. In the story, the girl never dies. She stays with that family, and together, they were whole.
And together,
They were safe.
and together they lived happily ever after.
They lived. Beth!
Lori, Meg, Joe, where have you been? Marmee!
The fever broke Marmee. Beth is so much better.
Merry Christmas, girls. We brought you a very late present.
Mr. March! Mrs. March! Oh, how fast you look to the famous Pelicans go. I just drove here this morning.
More festive yesterday, Hannah.
Mr. Theodore, I ought to have you. Oh, Mr. March, to have you home again.
Oh, old fellow, how can I ever thank you?
Mr. Brooks, how can I ever thank you?
Call me John.
Lori, Brooks is behaving dreadfully, and Meg likes it.
Oh, you haven't taken any of the decorations down yet?
Lori, what should we do?
Joe, look! Mistletoe. Amy! Oh.
I can make whatever thing that I wish come true. I'm all powerful. I'll show the world, show you. Take you back in time. Turn back that clock. Back to those better days. Time itself I mock. I won't accept this change. Not now and not ever. I'll make you stay the same. And I'll make it last forever.
Joe, wait, stop. Stop! What is Valentino's motivation in this scene?
What?
We don't have Lucilla anymore, so why does he want to fight Rodrigo? Why wouldn't they just, I don't know, go play billiards? Why are we pretending it's the same?
Lori.
Now that Meg's gone, perhaps you can play the lady.
Meg is busy with the babies for the day. She's coming back.
It won't change anytime soon, Joe.
I'm Rodrigo.
I need a break.
About 5 minutes.
Why don't you want to play Lucella? She gets to drag around in costume jewelry and scream thrillingly.
You've answered your own question.
And you get to flirt with the loyal-hearted Valentino.
Marmee doesn't approve of flirts.
Flirting is just a game men and women play. You like games.
Not that kind.
Well, I'm glad. Some of the ladies had me go on such a rate that I'm embarrassed for them. Like Sally Mingott. If you had heard how she spoke to me at last week's dance, and how us men talked about her afterwards, if you could be in my place, you'd see things that would astonish you.
If I could be in your place,
What?
one set of rules for you. It's not fair. Why should you mock girls for doing exactly what you all do? Ladies can never win that game, can they?
Don't be thorny, Joe.
One set of rules for you and another for me, isn't that right? Always, always,
I
always!
only mean some girls do flirt with me, but I'd prefer you to. Don't you? I'd prefer you, old fellow, just as you are. Won't you show me some kindness, Joe? I'm off to college tomorrow and you won't see me for months and months.
I know.
Will you cry, watching me ride away on my white steed?
I'll be burning with jealousy, wishing I could play your role. Instead, I'll wither away in Aunt March's service, clinging to her phantom promises of Europe's lie turned gray.
Tell me what I can do to make you happy.
Just do your best in school, since I can't.
I'll make something of myself for you. But promise me something in return. Promise me you won't just mope around snuffling. And promise me you'll finally finish that novel you've been scribbling away at for years and send it out into the world.
Lori, I don't know if it's ready to go into the world.
We'll both get what we want. If we only try, and if you send out that whopping novel, I'll give you what you always wanted.
Bootlacings.
Joe, I will take you to Europe.
Lori?
We'll go together, if Aunt March doesn't take you first.
Really?
We'll have an adventure, you and me, just as long as we promise to stay true to each other. Do you promise?
Go make yourself useful out there, since you've now grown too tall to be ornamental. I will miss you so much.
Damn it, Joe. We're too old for that anymore.
Lori, that's so that you need a Lucella. I'll play with you.
No, we're done. For now. Swear you'll see me off tomorrow, Joe?
As I am a gentleman. Amy, we could still rehearse. You could be Lucella if you promise to take it seriously and memorize your lines properly
And whom are we doing this play for? Marmee, father, and grandchildren to amuse them now.
Amy.
Nobody needs this anymore, Josephine. Nobody wants it. This kind of thing is inappropriate for a woman of your age. I'm doing you a favor by telling you this. Did I hear you say that you'll see Lori off tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, you can't. You promised to call on Aunt March with me.
I spend enough time bowing and scraping to Aunt March in my working hours.
Poor people are well advised to please rich ones.
So we're wasting away our lives, pandering to millionaires just because they have money.
Money that we need. You said it's such a hardship to sit with Aunt March, but she's paid you for it.
Amy, you have no idea what it's like. You have no idea how terrible it is to spend years pretending to be someone you're not.
Maybe it's time to be realistic, Josephine, about your prospects. Give up childish and frankly egocentric fantasies about showing them all and setting the world on fire, and you'll learn to resent people less. It's not everyone else's fault that you're not living up to your potential.
Amy!
Despite your tongue, humor, poor old Aunt March. You don't have to agree to be agreeable.
What about Lori?
He'll be better off without you. Joe, tomorrow, I trust you'll be wearing something appropriate. Joe.
What a remarkable outfit, Josephine.
Why, thank you, Aunt March. I so agree.
Read to us.
Now here to work, Auntie. This is the social call.
Fordyce's sermons.
Sermon 1. A lady knows her place.
Knows her place, knows her place.
You look well, Amy.
A lady prizes presentation.
Thank you, Auntie. So do you.
So do you, so do
A
you.
lady speaks with discretion.
And Polly is so charming.
Mind your fingers.
A lady behaves cautiously.
Charming.
Charming.
How does your father fare, child?
A little better, Aunt March.
Better. Not for long, I'm sure.
Not for long, not for
The
long.
lady holds her tongue.
He ought to never go into that war, but then we should have never had a war at all.
Aunt.
Why should we poke our noses down south? Lincoln ought to never press his agenda.
The lady holds her tongue.
We ought to focus on the Union, but the homeland first.
Homeland first, homeland first.
Aunt March.
But your parents are both the same. Your father and his radical abolitionism.
The lady holds her tongue.
And your mother and her immigrant trash. I told her. I say you go amongst that filthy boat rabble.
Boat rabble.
And you never know what will come trailing home after you. And look what happened. She never listened to sage advice from cooler heads. She always wished to slum around the lesser classes, and so she nearly killed your half-wit sister. Josephine! What on earth?
Joe! Just be agreeable.
Josephine?
You're right. You're so right. Aunt March, you're so right. Amy, we never should have gotten into the war. Who cares if people are being enslaved? That is hundreds of miles away. But why should it bother us? Why should we take any action? Who cares if families are starving in the tenements? That is right in our backyard. But why should we lift a finger? No, I say we should sit on our hands and shut our mouths, lest we disturb others. Civility at all costs. That's what I say. Civility before humanity. We should have no objections. Isn't that it, Amy? No egocentric aspirations to change the world. We should be adults. And the adult thing is to do nothing and say nothing. And if we accomplish nothing, then that is for the best. We should just stay at home, close our eyes, and accept the same evils forever.
Josephine! You've made your point. You may be quiet now.
Quiet now. Quiet now.
Christopher Columbus!
What a speech, Josephine. But I am glad to know your true thoughts at last.
Auntie.
Miss Amy, I have long planned a European tour.
Long planned indeed.
And since Josephine here is so cross-patched against leaving home, or keeping a civil tongue in her head, I thought you might like to be my lady companion.
Auntie, you've been promising me this for years.
Don't you yell at me,
After all
Josephine!
this time, after all this work.
I promised to bring a lady along. A lady! Lady.
Amy.
Yes, please, Aunt March, and thank you.
Ah! Marmy!
There's nothing to be done, Joe. Aunt chooses Amy.
Amy's too young.
I'm not. I'm a woman grown, and it's your fault if you weren't so nasty and intemperate and bitter.
For swallowing years of bile.
Please, you'll wake your father.
You think I'm so stupid, Josephine, but I know more about the world than you ever did. You think that if you go to Europe, things would be so different, that you get to do and be whatever you want. But Europe isn't the set of one of your theatricals. You don't get to make up what happens in life. There are rules over there, just like over here. Aunt March is taking me along because I'm smart enough to keep my peace, because I act like a lady and you never do.
Don't you understand, Amy? I can never be a lady, no matter how much I tried, no matter how much I wanted to be one. Look, they would all say, look at that awkward boy standing in that dress, strangling on every thought, biting his tongue till it fell off. I can never be someone like you. So I might as well be what I am.
Be what you are, Josephine, and live with the consequences.
It's always so. Amy gets just what she wants, and I get all the drudgery.
I don't think Amy always gets what she wants. I'm glad you're not going, Joe, for I should miss you.
And I will never go anywhere. For I work and push and try, and just because I'm not exactly what people want me to be, it all gets thrown away.
You wouldn't enjoy the trip as Aunt March's handmaiden anyhow. Amy has no grand ambitions, and little else to amuse her now that she's grown. At least you still have your right.
Marmy, I meant what I said to Amy. I shall never be a lady. I shall never be a woman like you.
Joe, you don't need to be. Joe?
I'll show Amy. I'll go to Europe and I won't have to bow and scrape and sacrifice every part of myself to get ahead. I can do it my own way.
How?
My novel. I promised Laurie and he had promised me I have to write. I have to write. I have to write.
set up by
I knew you would be back.
Am I too late for rehearsal?
Meg, are the babies all right?
What?
Is that blood?
It's Jam!
Jam!
Blood, Joe, you've been writing too many stories. Don't be so dramatic.
Why are you crying?
Where's Marty?
She's changing Papa's bandages.
I'll come back another time.
You can talk to me.
I need a grown woman's perspective.
Well, I'm here, Meg.
I can't say it's too shameful.
Try.
Well, I'm home alone with the babies all day, and Demi started to crawl. I can't leave him alone for a moment, but then I see him headed towards the fire.
Yes.
And Daisy has the colic. She won't stop crying, and they're both teething.
Yes.
And I never realized what an angel Hannah is here. All the chores, they just never end. And we can't afford any help. John works hard enough just to keep a roof over our heads, and I'm just so tired of being poor. It's not fun at all being mistress of the house, really. So I'm home alone with the twins, Joe, all day. And all day, of every day, I'm fighting. I'm fighting a battle between all the nappies and all the bottles and all the swaddling clothes of the world, and I'm always losing. But today, they finally took a nap at the same time. It was so quiet, and I just sat and I thought, what if I could have anything that I wish for in the world? And I thought all I want is jam.
Oh, it's all right. To have jam?
So I tore through her cupboards and I found some dusty old potted raspberry, and I ate it right out of the jar, Joe, like a child. And I was happy. Just one little peaceful moment just for me. And then, just then, like she sensed it, Daisy woke up and she started wailing, and that woke Demi and he started wailing, and then I should have gone and picked them up, but I just couldn't. I started wailing, and that's how John found me, crying and covered in jam with babies screaming in their nursery. And then John asked me why I hadn't picked up the babies, and I cried, and he asked me why I hadn't cooked dinner, and I cried, and he asked me why I was so messy, and I cried. And then he told me I was being hysterical. And I said hysterical is just what men call women who bear and bear what they never could and then finally snap.
Served him right. Stuffy old Brooks.
Isn't he? Stiff and stuffy. Thank you. So then we had a big row, and I told him that if he wanted a perfect lady at all times, then he could just go off and find one. And then I stormed out, and I wanted to come home. Real home, Of course. I just want to be a little girl again, and not someone's crying mother or somebody's jam-covered wife.
Then do that, Meg. Come back and live here.
Could the babies come too? I couldn't leave them.
They could. They could sleep in the attic.
I don't know if there'll be space enough. They just keep growing and growing.
Everything will be just as it was.
What about John?
Forget him. It never happened. That stuffy old Brooks.
Meg, I'm sorry. I've been working so hard, and I was very cool, very
Stiff.
rigid. Yes. I'm feeling very
Stuffy.
stuffy. Please come home, Meg. I need you. The babies need you.
stuff, darling.
Meg,
Please forgive me, Joe. I was just being childish.
didn't you want to talk to?
Joe! I'm the Marley now.
What end of a maiden's art? They have to write.
Joe, you've been working so hard for months. Won't you come out and talk to me?
Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. I'm done. I'm done. If everything changes, then I'll change everything. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. My truth is marching on.
Who's that?
It's Joe. Joe March.
Who?
We met last year. You published my short story in your paper.
I
Spell
buy-
Rodrigo.
I buy a lot of stories. Do you bring another?
Something better. My very first world premiere novel.
No.
A whole work about Rodrigo and epic. It has love and tragedy and sword fights and pirates and mermaids and dragons and love and death and birth and heavy themes. And it's set all over Europe. So,
I'm not in the market for any ladies' novels.
but you have a press downstairs. The books in the window.
Those are works of literature, not sentimental pieces.
And this is serious. I've been working on this for years.
I assume you're a woman? Then this is a ladies' novel. Doesn't matter how you dress it up. Listen, Miss March is a legitimate place in the world for women's voices. Bring me another sweet little story. They help sell powder if I run it next to the ads.
This is a whole book.
15 for a story and put some heaving bosoms in it.
15. Last time you paid me 30.
Meow! Seems to me that last time you had a cooler head negotiating for you. Where's your agent? Some gentlemen won't pay a lady at all, but I'm forward thinking. Miss March, a little advice. Next time you step into this world, you bring that agent or your father or your husband, and remember I'm one of the good ones.
Are you alright?
They didn't want me. It.
How did it go?
I was just being childish.
Do you want to write? Would that make you feel better?
My stories are lightweight, sentimental. They don't mean anything.
Oh, Joe, maybe if you tried writing something real, something from your
My
life.
life, it's nobody wants to read about that. About a house full of stupid, naive little girls, about someone like me. Someone awkward and deluded and not a real woman.
That's not true.
It is. Wishing it was different won't change anything.
Do you want to put on a
I'm
play?
too old for all that now.
Will you tell me a story?
Better stop.
Will anything make you feel better?
No.
Not anything?
Marty!
Miss March, Mr. Lawrence from next door, you may remember from our misbegotten youth.
Stop that.
How do I look, Joe? Like a real college man?
You look like a man. Wait, have you kept your promise?
Studied myself through a skeleton all semester and got top marks with honors.
Oh, Maury,
I was motivated.
I am so proud of you.
I've been a good boy, a good man.
Good old fellow.
How have you been, old fellow?
One trouble comes on top of another.
Come, what's the matter? You know I can't bear a damsel in distress.
I can't say. It's too shameful.
Couldn't you finish your novel?
I did. It's right here, you see.
3 cheers for the great authoress! Huzzah! Huzzah!
I took it to the publisher and he was dreadful. And I've been working so hard for so long. And Amy's going to Europe because she's a lady. And Meg is gone forever because she's a mother. And I'm not anything.
Whoa, Joe.
There's no place for me in this world. Everyone keeps growing up and growing away. And I don't know what to do.
Hold on to me. So you don't have a publisher yet, but you'll find someone or something. You just have to keep trying.
Don't you understand, Lori? If I don't find a publisher, I'll never be one of the great minds. Instead, I'll waste away my life working for old rich people like Aunt March with no money and no importance until the day I die and am forgotten.
Since when are you so grim?
Since you went away.
Well, you don't have to make the money, you know.
Of course I do.
Perhaps someone could just give it to you. Don't laugh. A sort of knight, maybe, like Ray Valentino.
That's just a story. I should know. I'm the one who made it up.
A friend then. Somebody who loves you.
Lori.
I've loved you ever since I first saw you. Joe, won't you? It's perfect. You must admit that. I'm one of the family already, and I have money, so you'll never have to work again. I told you I'd take you to Europe. It'll be our honeymoon.
So, Amy's a lady, Meg's a mother, and I'd be a wife?
I don't want to change you, Joe. I just want you to be you, and me to be me, and us to be together.
Can't we just stay as we are?
I can't pretend that we're still little children playing fellows. I need something more. Don't you?
Not that. Oh, please don't cry, please.
I know it's not manful.
Please, it's not that, I swear.
Don't you love me? Even little Joe?
I do love you, Lori, so much. But not in the way you want me to. It's not me.
Well, I'm not going back to college now.
What?
I was only there for you.
No, Lori, you get over this. You'll find a nice girl who will adore you and be a fine lady to your wonderful house. But me, you'd grow ashamed of me by and by, and you'd grow to hate my writing, and we would be unhappy.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. You're playing some part, some idea of being a man that you got from your friends or college or the world. It's not me, and it's not even you. We can go back to being to what we were. All you have to do is shake off this childish fantasy.
It's not childish, Joe. It's called growing up. It's real, and we can never go back. Why can't you want what any other woman would want?
I'm not like other women. I thought you understood.
I hope you get what you do want, Joe. Whatever that is.
Lori, please. Lori, welcome home.
Not home. Not now.
Lori.
What was that about?
Nothing. What do you care?
What did you do to Lori?
Leave me alone, Amy.
Joe.
I'll never get anywhere, Beth. I'll never get out of here. I'll never go to Europe. I'll never get what I need.
What happened?
Lori made an offer to me.
He what?
And I had to refuse him. You're my best friend, and everything is ruined forever.
Oh, Joe, nothing is forever. How can you be so stupid?
What?
Amy. You always just do what you want.
I never get to
Make
do what
your
I
own
want.
way and don't care how it affects anyone else. It's so senseless and rude and blind.
I'm not lying.
Amy.
How dare
You're Josephine. You're absolutely purist.
Purist?
Childish. Silly.
Pure eye.
I just... But purist too, so unyielding and selfish and... Josephine, don't you dare write... Josephine, I'm warning you.
Why stop now? Purist.
You are impossible. You can't be the way that you are.
And yet,
Let's go talk to Marmee. Can't you play anything gayer, Lori?
No. You can tell Joe I won't bother your family anymore.
You are family.
I'm going away, Beth.
Where?
Not back to college.
Maybe to Europe. Amy's going, you know, with Aunt March. And she'd love a visit in Italy. Or a companion.
Amy is just a little girl.
Not anymore. You must see that. And she's fond of you. I came here once to talk to your grandfather about changing his mind. It was hard, but then it got better for all of us.
Everything's ruined forever for me now.
Nothing is forever. Lori, I think sometimes
we want so badly, we don't see what we have.
Escape into writing for a while, Joe. Who knows what will come of it at the end? I should check on Papa.
Has anybody seen my book?
Perhaps it's over here?
Amy, do you have it?
I do not.
Maybe it's in the other room.
I warned you.
What?
You've been torturing me for years, writing down every word I misspoke, making me feel stupid, rampaging through life with your rough ways. Not caring if it affects me, or Lori, or anyone. But now you have nothing to show for it. Or it's gone.
What?
If you're looking for your notebook, Josephine, there in the file you shall find your lesson at class.
This notebook?
What?
This is the notebook I write your malpropisms in.
What did you burn, Amy?
Not the red book here. No!
What's your novel?
Joe, no, you'll burn
Was it
yourself.
her novel?
Amy, what have you
That was
done?
her only copy, Amy. I thought it was the notebook. They look the same.
Joe, stop! Please stop!
Josephine.
My only copy! That's no years of work! All my stories, my childhood gone! I did never do it again!
I didn't mean to.
Jealous! You did it because you're jealous!
Jealous! An old monster like you!
Amy!
Great ugly boy, shouldn't be surprised you treat a lady so! Serves you right. Joe, no! I've done you a favor, Josephine. Getting rid of that rubbish, now you can finally accept reality.
I shall never forgive you, never!
Joe.
You and I, it's over.
Perhaps we should retire until dinner?
I can't eat at the same table as her, Marmy.
Mommy, I don't feel safe.
You shouldn't feel safe. You're not.
Maybe you would like to go visit Meg for a few days, dear?
Why shouldn't she go? Why am I always sent away?
Amy.
Always just gets what she wants. But it's fine. I'll go to Meg's, and soon I shall go to Europe without March, and there I imagine I'll meet someone wonderful, and we'll get married, and we shall never be under the same roof again. Me and my failure sister.
You're not my sister.
Joe.
Leave me alone.
Oh, Joe.
Amy's right. It's been years, and we've never had peace. We're too different. We should give up and go our separate ways.
But we're family.
Why should people be forced together when they want nothing in common? Amy will go to Europe and to some gentleman, but me, I'll stay here, getting older and angrier, more and more bitter. Let us grow apart. It's healthier for everyone involved.
I can't believe that's right.
People change. They grow up and they grow away. The dreams, the bonds that we started out with are childish. They don't mean anything now.
Joe.
I am tired of fighting, of breaking myself against every wall. I'm done. Let the war be over. Marmy's talking to him now. How long have you been feeling sick again?
I never really felt well after the fever. And I know I'll never get better.
Don't say that.
What did the doctor say?
Hang the doctor.
So I was right.
Please, don't, please.
I'm just ashamed. I've done so little.
Ben.
I'm not like the rest of you. I never made plans about what I do when I grew up. Being married or moving on. I couldn't imagine myself being anything but stupid fat, sitting at home.
Beth, you're not stupid.
I didn't want to go away, Joe. I'm afraid of being homesick, and I worry about all of you without me.
Don't worry. I'll take care of everything, just as you do.
What?
I've decided to give up on my childish fantasies of writing out, changing the world, and running away to Europe. I'll stay home and be everything to Father and Marmee. I'll give up writing and make the house cheerful. I'll do my duty.
What?
Beth, I have finally grown up.
What?
Beth,
How can you say that?
I have no heart for writing anymore, and I thought you would be pleased.
That's not growing up, that's giving up.
Beth, please calm down.
So you be the new Beth to them, Joe. That's not the part for you. You get the privilege of growing up, so use it. Don't waste your life trying to be a violet if you're a chestnut fir, crinkly on the outside and soft on the inside, or a big rigid oak tree, or a stupid rock even. Whatever you find that you are, Joe. I don't want that.
Beth, I've never seen you angry before.
You've proven you can provoke anyone. Don't give up, Joe. Write real stories. Write better ones. You promised me.
Beth, is there anything I can get you?
All I want is the family I have, you bad Joe. Where's Amy?
She'll come visit later with Meg and babies.
Britt, I know you two are different, but make amends.
I don't think that people be able to make
Bring
amends.
her. Bring Lori. Bring them together. Joe, tell me the story.
Now,
A real one.
once upon a time, there was a family, and they lived in a small house in the shadows of a big city, and outside that city was an even bigger country.
And that country went to war.
To war with itself.
That was hard.
Yes, but families stay together. Because even if the world has split apart, together, they were whole.
Nothing is forever.
And the best of them all, the conscience of the family, was named Beth.
And when that girl died,
No Beth in this story, the girl never dies.
Mommy, will you bring the flowers closer?
Sisters, sisters, will you join us? Sisters, sisters, will you join us? Sisters, sisters, will you join us? For the union keeps us true.
Look at them, all together. So beautiful.
Beth! This little girl helped her family, though they were imperfect. She did her work, though it was humble, and she learned her lessons, though they were small. This little girl didn't have magic powers, and she never went on any great adventures, and she loved her monster instead of slaying it. That story wasn't a great epic. That's why it needs to be told. In this story, the girl never dies. Joe, tell it again.